There are actually 6 people in this class. I don't know. No one joined this program. Okay. We are discussing Ansible variables. I told you this is the 4th chapter. Anu, please wait for a moment.
Yeah, sure, no problem.
Okay. So we are discussing about Ansible variables and facts. This is Unit 9. There are 3 things we are going to cover in it. Ansible variable, Ansible vault, and facts. These are the 3 important concepts we are going to learn in this. I've told you the real use of variable. We have already discussed, so I'm not repeating it. And also there is only one rule for declaring variable in Ansible. I've told you, variable name should start with alphabet, and all alphabets means both cases, all alphabets, numbers, and one special, a special character is allowed, that is underscore. This is what you must keep in mind. And there are 4 ways to declare variable in Ansible. Normally in C language, when we take the case of C language, in C language, we usually declare the variable in a program itself, but here you have 4 ways to declare the variable. Okay, I'm just going to reduce that first. Okay, first, number 1, you can declare variable in a play, that is called play scope variable. If you declare variable in a play, that variable is called play scope variable. Play scope variable. Okay, I'll explain. Please wait. Second type is global scope variable. Global scope variable. Third is host or host group scope variable. Host or host group scope variable. Fourth is command line or flag variable. Flag variable. These are four types of, okay, not four types actually, four ways to declare variable in Ansible. In this, first two are mostly used. In most of the projects, we can see first two. Second two are really not much used, just used for testing sake, testing purpose. Now after coding, if you want to test it, you can use what? Okay, second and third, but first two are really very important. So we are going to learn. Okay, first one, I'll try to explain the first type of the scope, that is play scope. Play scope variable means when you declare variable in a play. When you declare variables in a play, that variables are called play scope variable. First, what I'll do is I'll just try to demonstrate all four types. Understand, four ways. I'll just demonstrate first with simple example. Okay. Later we will do our usual project also. Okay, usual project means our Apache deployment project with variable. So I just want to show you simple examples first. I'll just go to my control node. Okay, I'll just our configuration file and inventory file, and there are some YAML file. YAML file means some Ansible scripts also available here. I'm just going to write a simple. I just want to demonstrate simple example for play scope variable. It's very easy. Listen. I'll just say like play scope dot YAML. I'm just giving play scope dot YAML. You can give any name. And as usual, we should start Ansible script with 3 dashes, and name of the play is, I'll just say like testing play scope variable, and hosts. I want to run this play on sales group tasks. If any doubt, should ask. Name of the task is, I'll just say again, play scope, creating user account. Okay. So if you have a plan to use any variable in a play, okay, in a play, or if you want to declare any variables in a play, those variables must be declared between host and task key. Host and task key. So if you have any plan to use play scope variable, those variables must be declared between host and task key. So which key is used for declaring variable? Where's. Where's key is used to declare variable. And after that, you have to declare all, you have to specify, you have to mention all variable along with its value. I've told you, we are using variable in a play to save the time. I've given an example in last class, to save the time. So variable name should be always very short and meaningful. Variable name should be always very short and meaningful. Okay, you have to make short as much as possible and should have meaning. Meaning means what? When a second and third person look at variable, they should understand for what purpose this variable is used. That's the meaning. Okay, that is the meaning of meaningful. That is mean by meaningful. Understanding? So now I'm just going to declare 3 variable. Okay, for these 3 variables are used for user creation. So first is username. Okay, username. I'll just say like USR. Okay, I'm just giving USR. Username is Sally. Next, UID, user ID, right? User ID example 5000. HME, home directory path. I'll just say like opt/Sally example. So I've declared three variables along with value. There are three variables. First variable is USR. By looking this, okay, it is very short, only 3 letters. Okay, actually name, or you can use anything. You can use long name also. You can name your variable. You can give long name for your variable, but you try to understand we are declaring variable. We are using variable to save the time. So you have to use maximum short. Okay, and this is a value. Second variable is UID, and this is a value. Third variable is HME, and this is a value. Okay, now I'm just going to create a user account. I'll use all three variables in my task. Listen, it's very easy. Okay, which module is used to create a user account? User module. And what is the first argument name? But here I will not directly specify the name of the user because name of the user is already stored in a variable. I'll refer the variable. So how do we refer the variable? You can give single or double quote first. Two open braces space. Okay, and name of the variable space. Two close braces. Two close braces and close the single or double quote. Single or double quote, two open braces space, name of the variable space, two close braces, and close the inverted comma. This is how we refer the variable. So I'm not directly entering username, understanding. Instead, I'm just referring a variable. You may feel, like you may have a question in your mind, Ashraf, this way how we can save time. You will just count. Okay, actually we are supposed to mention the username here, right? So this username has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 letters. But the referring variable, to refer the variable, you have used 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 characters. You just imagine, in place of 5 characters, we have entered 11 characters here. So which is easy. Okay, entering 5 character or 11 character. 5 only. But we are studying, right? We are studying. So that's the reason we are, I'm just, demonstrating this. Gradually, you will realize the real use of, how you can save time by using, variable. Please wait. So I'm just teaching. This is how we declare variable and refer variable. This is how we declare and refer variable. Clear? So next is UID. User ID is, I've already declared a variable UID. Understanding. Okay, I just want to refer it. So you can, I'll just give UID here. UID. Okay, next is what? Home. Home is the argument, right? Home is argument. And I'll just say HME. Okay, we had declared totally 3 variables, and 3 variables are referred to the different arguments. If anything should ask. Okay, this is simple example for place scope variable. Place scope variable means variables are declared in,
can we use such variables in the name tag? Like, let's suppose, for example, here, if you want to mention the name, create user, right? Instead of that, create user Sally. Let's say.
Voice, I know voice is completely breaking. One moment. Yeah. Please tell again.
How is it now? Is it better?
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. So what I was asking is, in the name section, creating user account. That is what we mentioned, right? The name section. No, not there. Just below the task.
Here.
Yeah. For example, if I want to make it like creating user Sally account using the variable, is it possible?
Yes. Okay, I just want to make, creating user account for, I'll just say like user for, okay, I can just refer variable here.
Same notation we need to give, right?
Yes, yeah, but no need to give, like single or double quote for use, referring variable for messaging. So this is for referring variable for messaging. So you don't have to give the single or double quote. That is not required.
Okay.
Same thing. same thing. But here, when you are referring variable for execution, you have to single out. Correct. Good question. Okay, let me just execute it. I'll just try to execute. Before that, SSH hyphen copy ID. I'll just say like root at server A. Second. Be exit remote system. Okay. Server B. Let me check server B. Okay, one moment. Server B has a network issue. CLI connection. Okay. Okay, now I'll just try to execute. Before that, you just go and check, ID Sally is okay. Oh, there is Sally account already. Okay, let me just make change the username. Doing this all just for understanding. Okay, let me just execute it. Ansible hyphen playbook and playscope .yaml. Okay, server A user ID 5000 is used. It's okay. Created account is created. It says user ID 5000 is not available. It is not unique. Means already assigned this particular ID to a particular user. Anyway, it's happened on server B. Come to server B and check. Okay, account is created for user only. But look here. You can see creating user account for user only. Understand? We had referred a variable even here also. Understanding? So this is best example for play scope variable. Play scope variable means you're declaring variable in a particular play. Okay, you're declaring variable in a particular play. And also you must try to understand, okay, you have two plays in a particular script. Okay, in one YAML file contain two plays. That is called playbook. Okay, play 1, play 2. You have declared some variables in play 1. Those variables cannot be referred, okay, cannot be used or referred in play 2, vice versa. Okay, that is what we say play scope. Scope of the variable is a particular play in which you have declared it. Understand? In which play you have declared variable, in that play only we can refer that variable. Those variable cannot be play 1. Okay, play 1 variable cannot be referred to play 2, vice versa. Please keep in mind. Second example is global scope. Okay, global scope is really the best,
So
approach.
Ashraf, in that case, like one variable declared for a task cannot be used for a different task in the same playbook.
We are not, one second, we are not declaring variable for a task. We are declaring variable for the play, not for a particular task. So you have example, you have declared, two variables in a play. That variable can be referred in any task in same play, but cannot be referred in another play. Let me just example. One example, we have already a playbook here, right? Let me just open, then you will understand. Example, playbook.yaml. This is what we practiced in last class. Imagine there are two plays. This is for second play, and first play is up. Okay, my mouse was not working properly. Anyway, this is a first play. Imagine you have declared some variables in first play. Those variables can be referred in any of these tasks. You can use in any of these tasks. Okay, I mean any of the tasks. Okay, any tasks of this particular play. Understanding? But you cannot refer to. Okay, I mean like variables of first play cannot be referred to second, vice versa. This is a second play. So this is a best example for a playbook. This is a playbook which contains two plays. Understanding. This is what. So try to understand. We are not we are not declaring variable for a particular task. We are declaring variable for particular play. Understanding. So that is called play scope variable. Clear, right?
Yes, yes.
Second is global scope variable. Global scope is really the best approach, or this is the best approach we normally use, and this best approach for the large, projects. If you're planning to do large projects in Ansible, and in large project normally we use this. That doesn't mean you cannot use, play scope approach for large project. You can use it, but this is really best for large project. So in this case, what we do is we will declare all variables in a special file. We will create a special file with variable. Understanding? We will have a special file with variable. Okay, and that variable file would contain only variable. And then you may have it out what type of file it is, means what extension. That is really interesting. Extension is really YAML.yml only. Let me create it first, then only you will understand. If I deliver speech no use, listen it, you will easily understand. I'll just say like, say what? User, okay. Users.yml. I'm just creating a file. File name is users.yml. I'm just going to declare variable in it. Listen, it's a YAML file, YAML, right? So 3 dashes. I'll just say U means example user. Okay, user name is example Jolly. Sorry. Okay, Sam. Username is Sam. And I'll say like UI means UID. I'm just making very short, but it's really okay. If you make very short, I've told you, you are writing a script. Okay, the script which you wrote, you can understand anytime. When you open it, you can easily identify because you are the author. You can easily understand. You can identify all variable, everything. But the main thing is like second and third person must understand the script. That is a quality. That is what the quality of script. You know what? I'm writing a script. Okay, if I can use any, I can make it maximum short. I can use anything, no problem. But second and third person, you must understand. If you are able to identify, okay, without my help, if you can identify the script, if you can read the script, well, if you can understand the script without my help, that is great. That is what we want. Okay, that is the main quality. A professional script must have and should have. So that is what I'm making very short here. U means you can be anything. Okay, but USR means okay, USR user. Okay, PSW password like this. Understanding? If you make only P, what P? Only U, what U? Understanding? So what I'm saying, your variable should be very short and meaningful. If you make short like U, that is really not acceptable. But that's your wish. But this is that is what I said. Like second and third person must understand, must realize, must identify everything in your script. That is a quality. Okay, so I'm just giving simple. We are doing classroom example. I'll just give 9,000, and I'll just say H for home. Okay, home path. We are I've told you we are doing like testing. Okay, finally we will do a project. I'm just demonstrating 4 ways of declaring variable. After that we will do the project. Please wait. Okay, I'll just say /opt/ and username is Sam. So Sam. Okay, enough. I will give 3 doors. Okay, is it a YAML file? Yes, it is a YAML file. Is it an Ansible script? No, it is not Ansible script. It is not Ansible script. You please try to understand. All YAML files are not Ansible script. Ansible script means play. All YAML files are not plays, but all plays are YAML files only. So please try to understand. All YAML files are not plays. This is not a play. Why? There is no there is no play name. There is no, there is no play name. There is no host pattern, host key. There is no tasks. Okay. If you want to say a YAML file is a play, if you want to say a YAML file is a play, okay, that YAML file must contain these three important keys. What? Play name. Okay, host pattern and task, list of tasks. We don't have any task here. We didn't mention any host pattern, no name for the play. So, but this is YAML file. So this is actually okay YAML file which contains some variables, some variables. Let me just save this. Now just to say ls, you can see there is users.yaml, users.yaml, but that is not a playbook or play or playbook. That is just a YAML file contains some variables. Now I'm just going to write it. Okay, write a task to create a user. Now just try to refer variable which are available in this YAML file. Let's try. I'll just say vim global scope dot yml. Okay. Name of the play. I'll just say trusting global scope pass and I'll just say says plus minus creating user. Okay, user. Okay, and as you asked last time, I can refer variable here. You try to understand, we didn't declare any variable in this play. We didn't declare any variable in this play, but we are going to refer some variable here. Okay, variable is u, example. Okay, and I just want to refer variable here for execution. Sorry. Okay, and next argument is what? UID, right? UID is the next argument, and UID, and last argument is form. It's here we have given UI only, right? UID is not. If you execute it, it will throw an error because you have referred some variable here. You have referred some variable. Those variables are not visible, not available in your task. Sorry, variables are not available in your play. Variables are not available here. But those variables are available in a special file, variable file. So what you have to do is you have to mention variable file name here. For that you will use var files, var files, and you have to give what? File path here, absolute or relative. In our case, I'll just give relative path users because it's available in our present working directory. Vars file users.yaml. Clear? Let me just try to execute it. I'm just introducing all 4 ways of declaration. Okay, finally we will do the project. Please wait. So if you just go and check here, ID Sam, yes, account is created 9,000. Clear, right? That's all. So this is how we use global scope. Okay, you try to understand the main advantage of global scope is these variables can be referred in any play, any playbook, any project. Understanding. Example, you have used these variables in, okay, you have used this variable in one play. Understanding, same variable file can be referred in multiple plays. So no need to declare variable again and again. So this is really good for, automation engineer who is keep writing solutions for keep doing solutions for clients. Okay, there are some developers, Ansible developers, and the Ansible developers means they will develop code for automating task in planned places, understanding. For them, this is really good. And imagine you are planning to, you are working as Ansible automation technician and always developing, automation play for, clients. Then you can, use this. Okay. So anyway, the purpose of this is, a global scope variable can be referred in any place and understanding any playbook, understanding, because this is globally available. No, it's not available in a particular, okay, file. Variables are, it's not available in a particular play. It's available in a particular file. So you can just mention file name and profile. This is called global scope variable. Next two are not much used. Okay, but I should explain it. The host or host scope, okay, host group scope variable. So in this case, what we do is we will declare variable in our inventory file. We have an inventory file here. You can view inventory file. You can view inventory file. File name is host. Okay, file name is host. This is the inventory file. Even you can declare variables in your inventory file also. Okay, if you want to declare variable for a particular machine or particular group of machine, this can be done. Understand? If you want to declare variable for a particular machine or particular group of machines, you can forever. Understanding? Forever you can do this. Imagine your machine has one static property and you just want to declare variable for that property, you can use this. Okay, this is a good idea for like declaring variable for a particular static property of your machine. Okay, let me show you some example here. I'll show you initial all example with user creation and we will do final project. Please wait. Let me just open this file first. I'll use Vim editor and file name is host. I'm going to declare, I just want to use some variable always in server A, always for server A, or always for sales group. Such situation we use this. Example, I'm just going to declare some variable for server A. I'll just say user equal to, don't say colon, don't put colon, equal to username example Tom space UID, user ID equal to example 10,000 space form equal to /opt/ okay Tom /opt/Tom. And same way, if you want to declare some variable for server B forever, that's possible. Understanding? And now, like this, you can declare variable for individual machine. Next, I'm going to show you how do we declare, variable for a particular group of machine. That's also possible. I can just say, I'll just put, square bracket. In square bracket, I'll just say name of my group, host group, that is sales, and just to say was enough. So this is how we declare, okay, variable for, particular host group. And you can just mention variable here. Example, US. Simply giving US. US is username example, Bob, and UID. Okay, instead of UID, I'll just give UI only. UI is equal to example 11,000. Okay, and HM equal to, I'll just say /opt/Bob. So I've declared variable for host group. I've declared variable for a host. This is what host or host group variable. Okay, these type of variables are used in special situation. If your machine has, if you want to add, a particular static property of your machine, okay, with variable which you want to represent in your play, then you will use this. This is really rarely, not rarely, very rarely used. Okay, so I'm just showing for host and later I'll just write with host scope .yml. and module name is user. First argument, I'll refer variable is user. Second argument is UID and variable is UID only. And third argument is home. Okay, try to understand. In case of host, okay, play scope, we will declare variable in play itself. If you declare variable in a play, that is called play scope. Global scope, variables are in a file, but you must refer the file. You must introduce the file to your play, or you must refer the file to your play. Okay, between host and task. But here you see, we have referred some variable, but variable, okay, no variables are there are no play scope variable or play global scope variable. Understanding? There are no play scope variable or global scope variable mentioned in this, but we have referred some variable. Let's see what will happen. I'll just execute this and -hyphen playbook host scope values. Okay, 1 second. The task include undefined variable error. User is undefined. Where user is undefined? It's correct. Hey, sorry. I'm sorry. It's correct. You have declared your testing now host scope variable. You have declared host scope variable only for server A, but you have tried to execute this particular play on sales department. For server B, you didn't define any variable user. Understanding? We didn't define, right? We didn't declare, not defined. We didn't declare any variable. So variable for server B. Look here. We didn't declare variable for server B. For server A only we have declared. So that's the reason it's failed. Okay. Anyway, next what I'll do is I'm just going to show you an example. I just want to check host group scope. Okay, so let's try that. Vim host. I'll just say group scope .yml. Testing. And I'll give sales because we are going to test host group scope. Creating user account for, I'll just try to refer a variable u, right? Okay, US, right? US variable name is US and user module is used and name of the, I'll refer variable US. Okay, and UID is the argument and variable is UI and home is an argument and HM, right? HM or MHE, I don't know, HM I think. Let me check it before execution. So you try to understand. We didn't declare any variable. There are no play scope variable and we didn't refer any global scope variable file name also, but there are some variables referred in your play. Okay, those would be what host or host group scope variable only. Understanding? Look here. I'll just check the host is HM, correct? US UI HM. Let's try to execute it. I'll just say Ansible hyphen playbook host group scope. And last one is, okay, so user account is created. Last one is, okay, command line. Command line is actually purely used for testing purpose. So what I'll do is I'll just, remove this variable from here to avoid your confusion. Okay, I'll just remove this all. Also, I'll just delete this variable. Wait for a moment, please. Sorry, there is one exam. Okay, sorry. Just to delete this, just for understanding only. We don't have to delete actually, but I just want to show you an example for command line. So I'm not declaring variable anywhere in file. Understanding. What I'll do is, you see, just directly going to write the script. Listen, Vim. I'll just say like flag. Sorry. Flag pop.yml. Flag or command line. I didn't declare variable yet. Listen. Testing flag vars and was sales tasks, creating user account for, I'll just refer a variable here. We didn't declare yet. Okay, variable, I'll just give name. Okay, name. Okay, user module is used, and first variable is name. We didn't declare yet. Please wait. And UID, I'll just say like variable declared. Okay, we didn't declare yet. I'll just say ID. And home, I'll just say like profile. Okay, we are referring 3 variables, but we didn't declare those variables yet. I'm just going to execute it. Listen well. I'll just say Ansible-playbook. Okay, what's the playbook? A playbook name? Flag. Okay, flag scope. And what I'll do is I'll just say here -e. I'm going to declare variable here. First name equal to Anu space. Okay, no need to put comma or something, space. ID equal to example 15,000 space, and profile, right? Profile. These are the 3 variables we have used. Profile is equal to, I'll just say like /opt/Anu and clause singular. So we are just declaring variable at command line. So this is purely used for testing. Imagine Anu got a task from one of the client. So, and I mean, script is ready. So before giving before handing over this script to the client, you will have to test it multiple times in an environment. So for testing, what you have to do is you have to use your own values. Don't use your client values, because client's values can be tested in their environment. Understanding? So that will not be okay. You will not be able to run with client value in your environment. So what you will do is you will declare your values which is suitable to your environment. That is what Okay, that is the main reason we use flag. Okay, flag variable. Flag variables are really used, purely used for testing sake. Let me just run this. Okay, you please try to understand. We didn't declare any variable in a play. Means no play scope variable. Second, we didn't introduce any variable file to the play. Means no global scope variable. There are no variables available in our host file. Means our inventory file. Means no host or host group variable. Okay, so last is what? Flag variable only. Only the 4 types, right? I mean 4 ways. Enter. Okay, created. Just you can just go to the machine and check ID, and yes, account is created. Understanding? These are the 4 ways, 4 method to declare variable in Ansible. And please keep in mind, first 2 are mostly used. Okay, third is not used at all. Okay, but we have. If you want, you can use it. That is different. But fourth one is used for testing sake. So these are the 4 ways, 4 methods to declare variable in Ansible. Okay, next what we have to do is we have to do the, as I said, okay, we will just try to do small project, our usual project. Which one? Like Apache installation and Apache deployment. Okay, if you are ready to do, some scripts yourself. If you want, I can give you a task daily, not from today, from 5th chapter onwards. I can, okay, try to give you some task daily. Okay, you can try to solve yourself. If you're not able to solve, I can help you for that. Okay, if interested, ask.
Ashraf sir, one question.
Yes, I'll send. I have. I'll just send you. WhatsApp.
Yeah. One question, Ashraf sir.
Yeah.
Regarding the global scope. Okay. So here you mentioned that in the global scope we will create the variables inside a YAML file, and we will put that as a var file inside between host and task, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and that is applicable for what are the plays available inside that. So if I want to, let's suppose for our previous example for our Apache project, the installation of Apache HTTPD was one section, and starting the service was another section. Okay. So in that case, if I am using the variable, first I am using the var files, I am importing those variables into the first task. When I am in first play, if I want to use these variables in the second play, should I again need to do that? Like
again. You have to introduce again between host and task.
we need to use it again, right?
Yeah. You must, like suppose if you want to, that's what I said. It's a global file. So in case of global file, you will have to introduce this file in every place. If you have 100 play, in which play you want to use the variable from the global, you have to introduce.
But then what is the difference? It is same as like we are reinitiating that play scope variable in every play separately. Here we are putting the file again and again, right? So there is technically no difference.
No, this is just a file name here. You are not, declaring complete variable. Just introducing file name. That's all.
Okay.
Just introducing file name, right? Is only one line. So time saving.
No, in another programming languages like C, C++, or maybe even in Python, if the global variable is declared once, then that we can use in any classes, right? So that's why I was asking.
Here there are little differences. You can, like once you see you are introducing global variable file to a play. So suppose you have introduced to play one, then you can use those variable in play one only. If you want to use same variable in play two, you must introduce this file in play two also between host and task.
Okay.
We'll test it. Okay. So I'll stop here, and we will do that, example tomorrow. And tomorrow we can discuss, Ansible Vault also. And I think after Ansible Vault, we will have some time to start facts, because Ansible Vault is 20 minutes, and this, variable, like testing is maximum 15 minutes. I can do it faster. And finally, we will go for the facts. Facts, it's a bit tough. It will take time. Anyway. So we'll discuss tomorrow. We'll meet tomorrow again. Bye.